From the electrifying performances of Caitlin Clark to a lot of disagreements with her coach, here's how Christie sides just shocked everyone after her recent comments towards Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever's star rookie, has been making waves in the WNBA with her incredible skills and competitive drive. However, her fifth technical foul of the season, received during a game against the Seattle Storm, has brought her to a critical position. This technical foul has placed her just 2 penalties away from an automatic 1-game suspension without pay, a scenario that could significantly affect the Fever's playoff hopes. The recent incident that led to this technical foul was a moment of frustration for Clark. After missing a shot, she struck the padding on the base of the hoop, which the referee deemed disrespectful to the game of basketball. This call sparked debate among fans and analysts, with many questioning whether the action was truly unsportsmanlike conduct. Despite the controversy, Clark's reaction to the technical foul was telling. She expressed that the penalty motivated her to play harder, drawing parallels to a similar incident in her college career, where she received a technical foul for uttering a swear word out of frustration. Clark's competitive nature is well documented, and this incident only reinforced her reputation as a fiery competitor. This brings us to the broader implications of Clark's technical fouls and uncontrolled emotions. According to WNBA rules, a player is suspended for 1 game after accumulating 7 technical fouls in a single season. Each additional technical foul beyond the 7th results in further suspensions. This means that Clark is walking a fine line, and any further outbursts could lead to her missing crucial games for the Fever. The financial consequences of these technical fouls are also hefty. Clark has already incurred fines totaling over $1,400 this season, a number that seems to only be increasing if she continues to accumulate penalties. The combination of potential suspensions and escalating fines really shows the importance of managing her on-court emotions to avoid further negative actions. We have to consider the context of Clark's technical fouls within the larger WNBA landscape. She is not alone in facing suspension risks. Players like Diana Taurasi and Natasha Cloud of the Phoenix Mercury each have 6 technical fouls, leading the league in this category. This highlights the broader issue of technical fouls in the WNBA and the challenges players face in managing their emotions during intense games. What would the impact be on the Fever's season though? Well, Clark's contributions are crucial to the team's success, and her absence due to suspension could be devastating. The Fever are currently positioned to make a postseason appearance, but losing their leading scorer and playmaker for even 1 game could jeopardize their playoff hopes. The team's recent win, where Clark continues to break records, really shows her importance to the team's performance. This situation raises questions about the balance between competitive drive and on-court behavior. While Clark's passion and frustration are undeniable, they also come with risks that could affect her team's success. As the season progresses, Clark will need to find a way to channel her emotions better without crossing the line into unsportsmanlike conduct, a challenge that will be crucial to her and the Fever's success. We have to consider the historical context and comparisons that help us understand Caitlin Clark's situation better and inability to control her emotions. Clark's early season technicals came in rapid fashion, which raised eyebrows and sparked discussions about her on-court behavior. Her first 3 technical fouls were accumulated within the first 9 games of her rookie season, a period marked by intense competition and high stakes. What about when we compare Clark's situation to other players in the league though? Well, it's not uncommon for top players, especially women, to accumulate technical fouls as they navigate the intense environment of professional female basketball. Diana Taurasi has been a prime example of a player who has faced multiple suspensions due to technical fouls throughout her career. Taurasi, a veteran guard with the Phoenix Mercury, has been suspended 4 times for exceeding the technical foul limit. You could look at this as a player who is extremely passionate, or a woman who is extremely emotional. This brings us to the current technical foul leaderboard in the WNBA. Clark, with her 5 technical fouls, is not alone in her struggles with maintaining composure on the court. Other players like Natasha Cloud of the Phoenix Mercury also have multiple technicals, proving that Clark's situation is part of a broader trend within the league. These players are known for their competitive drive, which sometimes leads to conflicts with officials and other players. Clark's improvement in managing her emotions is something that should be said though. After her initial flurry of technicals, she has slowed down significantly, with her most recent 2 technicals coming after a 2-month gap. This pattern suggests that she is learning to channel her competitive energy more effectively, a crucial aspect for her long-term success in the WNBA. However, with only a few games left in the season, the risk of reaching the 7 technical threshold remains, making it essential for Clark to continue this trend of better emotional control. The comparison with other players also shows the importance of emotional management in professional sports. Clark's Clark's college career was marked by her exceptional skill set and infectious smile, traits that her fans loved and made her a household name. However, the transition to the WNBA has brought new challenges, including the need to navigate more stringent officiating and higher stakes. As she continues to adapt, it will be interesting to see how she balances her competitive nature with the need to avoid disciplinary actions and fluctuating emotions. In the broader context, Clark's situation may just be a part of the challenges many young players face when entering the professional league. The pressure to perform, combined with the intense scrutiny and high expectations, can sometimes lead to moments of frustration. Yet, it is how these players respond to these challenges that defines their careers. Let's talk about the perspective of Coach Christie Sides and the Indiana Fever on Caitlin Clark's technical fouls. Coach Sides has been vocal about her concerns regarding Clark's interactions with officials, but her approach is multifaceted. On one hand, Sides acknowledges the importance of Clark's competitive fire, which is a significant factor in her standout performances. But Sides also recognizes the need to balance this intensity with the reality of avoiding suspensions and maintaining discipline on the court. Sides' comments after the game against the Los Angeles Sparks highlighted her frustration with the team's overall approach to officiating. "We're spending too much time talking to the officials. We've got to leave that alone. We've got to just play our game and let them do their job. We shouldn't get technicals. Let me get the technicals." This really showed Sides' belief that the team needs to focus on their game rather than engaging in disputes with the referees, which kinda makes sense, doesn't it? How are Clark's technical fouls considered in the context of her overall impact on the team, though? Well, Clark has been nothing short of sensational since her return from the Olympic break, breaking records and leading the Fever to crucial victories. Her performance against the Phoenix Mercury, where she recorded a 10th double-double, and her game against the Seattle Storm, where she smashed the WNBA's rookie assist record, are testaments to her value to the team. However, with a few games left in the regular season, Clark's technical fouls are a looming concern that Sides cannot ignore. Sides' determination to address this issue is evident in her comments. "We're definitely going to have a conversation. Caitlin's too valuable to this team to be sitting out a game. We'll address this head on." This conversation is not just about reprimanding Clark, but about finding a balance between her competitive spirit and the need to avoid disciplinary actions. Sides wants to ensure that Clark's passion remains a driving force for the team without jeopardizing their chances due to avoidable fouls. The team's recent performance has shown that they are capable of winning with Clark's leadership, but they also need her presence on the court to maintain their momentum. The Fever's wins over the Sky, Phoenix Mercury and Seattle Storm are indicative of Clark's influence, and any suspension would significantly impact their postseason hopes. Sides' challenge is to keep Clark's fire burning bright while ensuring it doesn't scorch the team's chances. A delicate balance that requires careful management and communication. This brings us to the broader team perspective and how Clark's technical fouls fit into their overall strategy. The Fever have faced tough competition this season, with losses against strong teams like the Connecticut Sun and the New York Liberty. Despite these challenges, Clark's performances have been a beacon of hope, and her absence due to suspension would be a significant blow. Sides' emphasis on discipline and avoiding technical fouls is part of a larger effort to improve the team's overall performance and consistency, which is crucial as they push for a playoff spot. It's all about finding a way to harness Clark's energy while ensuring that it aligns with the team's goals and avoids costly repercussions. As the Fever march toward the postseason, Sides' ability to manage this balance will be a key factor in their success. Now, let's talk about the rules and financial implications surrounding Caitlin Clark's technical fouls. The WNBA has a clear set of rules governing technical fouls, which are designed to maintain the integrity and sportsmanship of the game. According to these rules, a player is suspended for one game after accumulating 7 technical fouls in a single season. This rule is crucial because it sets a clear benchmark for players to manage their on-court behavior and avoid disciplinary actions. The financial consequences can be quite significant. For the first 3 technical fouls, a player is fined $200. This amount increases to $400 for the next 3 technicals, and then jumps to $800 for 7 or more technicals. Given that Caitlin Clark has already received 5 technical fouls, she has incurred fines totaling $1,400. This brings us to the broader context of how these rules impact the game. The WNBA's technical foul rules are not just about punishing players for unsportsmanlike conduct. They are also about maintaining a fair and respectful environment for all players. The escalating fines serve as a deterrent, encouraging players to keep their cool even in the most intense moments of the game. For Clark, who has already shown significant improvement in managing her emotions since the early part of the season, avoiding those additional 2 technicals is not just about avoiding a suspension, but also about minimizing the financial hit. The financial implications are just one aspect of the equation. The potential suspension itself carries significant weight. A 1-game suspension could have a substantial impact on the Fever's postseason hopes, especially given Clark's pivotal role in the team's success. Coach Christie Sides' comments about not wanting Clark to miss any games due to suspension highlight the team's reliance on her and the importance of her presence on the court. In addition to the personal and team impacts, the rules governing technical fouls also reflect the broader values of the WNBA. The league emphasizes sportsmanship and respect for the game, and players who consistently demonstrate unsportsmanlike conduct are held accountable. This approach helps maintain the integrity of the game and ensures that players, coaches, and fans can enjoy a competitive and respectful environment. So, from the financial penalties to the potential impact on the Fever's postseason hopes, Caitlin Clark's technical fouls are a critical aspect of her season. Managing her emotions and avoiding further disciplinary actions will be key to her success and the success of her team. As the season winds down, Clark's ability to navigate these challenges will be closely watched by fans and analysts.